Hey, it's No Game with Jason York, back here with wrestling lesson number 8, and we're going to cover some snaps, snap drag. Okay. Now, yesterday we went. Sorry, not snap, chop. All right. Our snap is, remember, 2 hands, one on the arm, one on the head. I snap down, boom, move my feet. Right, get that angle, take my shot. Then yesterday we went over that, boom, that club, right? Heavy on the head. I step when I do it, boom, inside hand reaches, get that single, right? So today we're going to go over the chop. So this is a move that's very helpful, especially for younger wrestlers and wrestlers in the lower level, because your opponents usually come out to you like this. Hands out like I call it the Frankenstein. They're trying to get their hands on you, right? They're looking you in the eye. I don't know why people look at you in the eye. They should be looking at your hips, right? If you're wrestling, you're in your stance, you're looking at your opponent's hips, because that's going to dictate which way they go, all right? More on that later. But anyway, so here I am. I'm going to do a chop, right? So just imagine your opponent comes up and puts their hand on your shoulder, right? They're pushing on that shoulder. Listen, I don't like people touching me, right? So when somebody puts their hand on my shoulder or even starts getting close, I take my hand, bony part of my forearm, right? That bony wrist bone right there, and I bring it close to my chest, right to their wrist, and I chop it down. Boom! Right? I chop it straight down my body, and I lower my level and I do it. Boom! Because that can clear that arm, open up a shot. Right? I chop it straight down. Chop! Right? And I say, don't touch me! Actually, you're not allowed to talk in wrestling if you're not so keen and you're not into wrestling too much just yet. You're not allowed to say that. But that's what I'm thinking in my head. They go to reach out and touch my shoulder. Don't touch me! And I chop that straight down. I do not chop away. Right? If I chop away, it opens up my leg. I chop straight down and I lower my level. Right? I'm in here. Boom! Lower the level. Looking for a quick shot. Quick single leg is right there a lot of times. Okay? If they're coming out like Frankenstein, right? Coming to put both hands on my shoulders, double chop, right? Boom! Close to the body, chopping at the wrist on wrist here, right? Trying to use that bony part of my arm to clear those arms. And I'm going straight down with it. Boom! Right? And when I go straight down, look where I am. I'm in that spring step, right? I'm in that spring shot. Boom. Boom. Right into my double, right into my single. A lot of options from there. Okay? Use the power of your body. If I just go like this, I'm not going to clear that arm. This guy I'm wrestling, he's a stud. Right? I have to use all my body. Use my hips, my legs, my core. Snap it off, hard, boom, hard chop, boom, boom, boom. I step when I do it, looking for a shot, okay? Now, a lot of times, if somebody if they put both arms, I can just chop one side, right? I can just chop one side. It's okay. If I can chop both, awesome. Tomorrow we'll go over the pop where if they come out like this, you can pop up instead of chopping down. Remember in my setups what I'm trying to do. I'm either trying to, or a combination of these things, clear the arms, distract, get my opponent out of position, right? Get them out of position. So this chop clears the arms, right? That clears the arms, makes their arms be like down here by their side, so you can take that shot. It also will get them a little bit out of position. They'll tend to lean forward a little bit when that chop happens. Okay? So now from this chop, we're going to say they just post on one hand. Right? We're going to do a chop to a drag. Okay? Now you have to imagine, right? You have to visualize your opponent and everything when you're doing these things. I mean, I can go through the motions, but I really want to try to visualize what it feels like when I chop that wrist, what it feels like in my arm, what it feels like in my legs. Chop, right? So we're going to chop, drag. So on my stance, I chop, and as I chop that arm, I step forward with my left. My right hand reaches up high in the tricep, almost in the armpit, right up in here. Okay? So I'm here, I chop, I reach and step. Boom. That's all it is. Boom. Here. Chop, reach and step. Hooking that arm. Right on that tricep. Now, as I do that, I'm lowering my level as well. Right? Chop, I clear that arm. This is also helping me clear that arm, but this arm is really helping me pull my opponent out of position. So I chop, high, step. Now I'm using those hips. I'm going to pull that through, down and away. Right? Chop, step, pull. Chop, step, chop, reach, step, pull. Boom! Like I have a lawnmower up here, and I had to pull this cord, the rip cord, down to start it. Boom! I pull it down and away. Now I'm in position to take my shot. And that double leg will be there or a single leg. Both those shots are right there. This is great, you know, like, especially if you pull down hard and away enough, you'll get your opponent to come down on all fours like this. You can scoop behind real easily right there, okay? So again, I chop straight down the body as I step, and this arm is going to catch that other arm under the armpit, right on that tricep. I'm pulling down and away just like I'm starting a lawnmower from above. Right? Chop, step, pull. Use those hips. Power there. Power there. You don't swing a baseball bat like this, right? You use your hips when you swing a baseball bat. Chop, drag. Right into position. Right? Chop, drag. Right into my shot. Right? Work on that, okay? Just getting your good stance. Chop, 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 chop. Lower your level. Chop, lower your level. Other side. Chop, lower your level. Chop, lower your level. Chop, lower your level. Chop, drag. Chop, drag. Chop, drag. All right? Do that 20, 30 times each one, all right? Go get it. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching, Doug.